What's up, guys? This is Big Worm 380, and we're back in Ark Survival in the Total Beginner's Tip series. So, I've gotten a lot of stuff done. As you can see, I've got a few more tames. Don't worry, I was just kind of messing around, actually. Let's take a look at what we got. So this is our first Pteranodon that we did, that I did in the last episode. Okay, that's the, I can't remember what it was, at 80 or 85, something like that. And I'd been leveling him up a little bit while I was using him. Okay, well, I took him down to the beach. I can't even remember what I was doing, but I saw this guy. It was a 135. No, I saw a 135 at first, and I knocked it out, and it had shitty stats. It had real shit stats. This one was a 130, 5 levels less, and when I knocked it out, it had way better stats. Okay, so I've been leveling this thing up. It was a 130, and so it ended up taming out. I think I got 64 levels, 63 or 64. So it tamed out at a 193 or a 194. And so I've only put, about 14 levels into it so far. It's got 7 to go. But it had some real good health already. I don't know if I put any into health yet. I put maybe 2. It had about 1,200 health already, which isn't great, but it was a lot better. The 135 only had like 700 health in it. And this one had 300 something stamina, I think, or 280 something maybe. The 135, it only had, I think it had like 170 stamina. It had shitty weight. This one had better weight. So this is just an all-around better one, and it was 5 levels less. So if once you get past that initial tame, your first Pteranodon or whatever you decide to tame first, don't discount. It doesn't have to be a level 150. Those aren't always going to have the best stats, and we'll get more into that when we do some breeding in a later episode in the series. But just, once you get up to about 130, 140, in that area, 130 to 150, you could have good stats or shitty stats in, whatever you're taming. So knock it out, whatever you're trying to find you a high level, whatever you're looking for, knock it out, check the stats. Because if you're going to be doing breeding, or you want a specific stat in that particular animal for whatever reason, then, you can't just go by the level it is, in other words. Okay? So this is our Pteranodon. Alright, now, then we went and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the trap I built. And I'm going to show you guys how to use it. This is the same one I've done in my other videos. It's this here. Real easy to make. All it is, let's take a look. It's 6 foundations. Okay? 2x3 foundations. 1 dino gate and gate frame. And then just ceilings across the top. And then you just use the doorways, the stone doorways, to make the walls. That way, if for whatever reason you can actually run ground dinos in here too while you're on foot and just run right out of the back. But what you do is you get your Argent chasing you with your. It's got to be a Pteranodon to do this with this particular trap. And if you'll notice, the top 2 doorways in the back, they're not there. I left that open on purpose because the Pteranodon can get right through there and an Argent cannot. So then you just do like that. He'll be sitting there attacking, and then you just run right over here, hit your doors, he's stuck. Then you can just knock it out. And the reason you gotta trap Argents nowadays is because back in the day, all the carnivores, I guess you would say, that's pretty much the ones, they would all just come at you once you shoot them the first time, or they aggro on you. And you keep shooting them to knock them out, and they would just stay right there trying to attack you the whole time. Well, now, it's been a while since they updated that, but they will flee once they reach a certain amount of torpor. It's like, they know they're fixing to get knocked out, so they'll turn and run. So to try to do an Argent, it can be done, but it's kind of, it's kind of hard to get the last couple shots on it when it's flying away. And plus, that may put it in a bad spot. You may end up dropping it, and it may, it could fall off a cliff, or just depending on where you're at, it could just be an all-around bad spot. So it takes a little more time. You got to build a trap, and obviously you could build this trap anywhere on the map. but this is right by the base, and this is a good spot because there's Argents right around here. And we're fixing to go get one right now. But before we do that, I also picked up a stego. And the reason I did a stego was because once we start finding some, you know, really good Argents, they take stego egg kibble. Okay? The kibble, we'll go over that later. We're not there yet. But like I said, I think I said it in last episode when we were talking about the taming. Every dinosaur on here has a kibble, and that kibble is based with an egg from another dino. Okay, so in other words, the kibble you use to get the best tames on Argents is made with stego eggs, and then vegetables and whatever. So I picked this guy up for that reason, and then also, obviously, I was needing a lot of narco berries. Okay, and I was having to do this, you know, just regular harvesting and hoping I got 4 narco berries out of that. Or you can tame one of these and do this. And right there, I just got 52 narco berries hitting those probably 4 plants I just hit. So that speeds it up quite a bit. And then we'll go over here. Let's get these narco berries out. And this is just my little workstation as of right now. Okay, so like I was telling you guys when we were building the beach hut, I usually do 3 mortar and pestles, but we're going to be building the base here, and so I just did 2 of them just so I could have 2 going. So here we are. I already got some narco berries. I got narco berries and I got spoiled meat in here, and we'll go ahead and throw some more in there, and you can just get this going using your controller. Go there, hit your Y button, and it'll craft all. So I've got enough stuff in here to make 30 narcotics, and that's making. And you see, they don't make super fast, so get those going. And then in this one, I also, if you'll notice, I'm level 87 already. Now, like I said before, when I started this, I went ahead and boosted my XP multiplier. It's on, I think it's on 6. So anyway, so I'm leveling up pretty fast, but I'm not skipping ahead of anything. I'm going to show everything all the way up till, you know, the very end level stuff. But I'm playing it as, you know, as I would if I wasn't leveling it up so fast. So I went ahead because at level 35, I believe it is, let's check and make sure, you'll unlock the Ingram for the long neck rifle. Yeah, 35. So you can get the long neck rifle and simple ammo. And then where's the trank darts, though? Because that's the whole reason I unlocked it, was to use the trank darts. Okay, so that's level 62. So that does take a little bit longer to get to, you know, under vanilla, just regular default settings. That'd take a while to get to, actually. But, you know, if you're playing dedicated server, rented server, or single player or whatever, then you don't have to worry about that. So I went ahead and made a rifle, and to make the ammo, you have to have, let's see, you got to make tranquilizer darts, you need metal ingot, you need narcotics, and then you need simple rifle ammo. Okay? So that's why I needed the stego, because you need 3 narcotics for every dart you want to make. So in other words, 30 narcotics only get you 10 darts. So it ends up being a lot of narcotics. So you need a lot of narco berries. So you would make your ammo first, and that's what I'm fixing to show you here in the second mortar and pestle. So first thing you're going to need is spark powder. Spark powder calls for, it's 2 flint for every 1 stone. And there's 12 slots in this mortar and pestle. So if you put 400, that should be 100 stone there. Let's get a whole stack. Put that in there. So if you get 400 stone and then 800 flint, then you can just go over here and Just tap your Y button, and it's making all of it right there. It's going to make 400 spark powder. And that's going, you know, if you had more narcotics, they're already done. But if you had more stuff, they'd still be making. Now you're making spark powder, okay? So I'm just going to let that make for now. We'll come back to that in a little bit. Right now, though, I do believe I already made some darts. Yes, I've got 42 darts, and I've got my rifle, and it's still in good shape. So we're going to take our Pteranodon, our higher level one, and we're going to go right here off the edge. Oh yeah, I've got the foundations down and some railing there, and I got that box in the center. That's with all the walls and ceilings. We're going to do that after we get this, we're going to get started on that after we get this Argent knocked out. So, yeah, any day now, guys. That's a female. 130. See if I can get this one. Alright, he's on me. She's on me. So all I'm going to do is get this thing to follow me. And my Pteranodon, when it's not, you know, sprint flying or whatever you want to call it, that Argent's just a little faster, so it'll stay right with me. Now this is where you got to get a higher level Pteranodon, because you're gonna run out of stamina before you can get to your trap. All right, so we're gonna bring it around, line it up straight, and you want to go in low because that Argent's gonna fly above you, behind you. So you just do that, park your bird right here, and then run on around the side and close the door on it. Alright, now we got that done. I'm just going to move him out of the way a little bit. Alright, one thing to keep in mind when you're taming Argents, or there's several different animals. You can look it up in, you know, on the wiki and all that, and it'll tell you which ones have it. Or Dododex, the app, actually tells you too. It tells you when, you know, how many darts it'll take. You put your taming multiplier in, and it'll tell you how many darts or how many arrows based on the percentage of the weapon you're using. The what is it? I guess it would be like the melee rating or the damage rating of it, the percentage. So this is just a primitive long neck rifle. It's 100%. So I didn't look to see how many it's going to take. It's not going to take many though. Okay, watch what happens if I shoot it in the body. It's doing 39 damage, but if I hit it right by its beak, it's doing 117. Now, the advantage to the rifle versus a crossbow is it doesn't do near the actual physical damage to the animal. It delivers more torpor. So to do headshots with these is ideal with the rifle. See, he ducked his head, so I didn't get the head hitbox. Okay, see, now this is where he would be taking off. So this is why you want it in a trap. And at this point, you can just kind of hit it wherever, because it's flying all over the place. And it's down. Okay. So we are gonna go get some prime, because I don't have my multiplier set up on my Dododex for this. And so I'm just gonna go get a bunch of prime and throw it in there, and by the time I get back, it'll be good to go. All right, here's a Bronto level 55 Bronto. That's not going to be too bad, because if you notice, my Argent has 548 melee damage, so it's going to make pretty quick work of this level 55 Bronto. So we're going to kill this, and I'm going to kill it with the Argent, and then I'm going to hop off and harvest it with my pick. That way I can get the most off of it. Alright, it is down, and I want to get to it before those guys do. Okay, I got 16 prime. It's not even going to take that much. So And I got... Come on now. Dun, 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 dun. Just gotta wait for that green to go away. Alright. So now we're gonna head back up. We're gonna drop this prime in. I believe the taming speed's on 10 times. And so it's not gonna take, I don't think it's gonna take maybe 6 or 7 pieces of prime. Just swap everything over to its inventory. It's going to eat the prime first. And it's already done. Okay, so obviously that's not how fast it would happen if you're playing official, but, you know, again, this isn't official. This is faster than I actually like doing it. But this is for, you know, for the video. Okay, so it got 64 levels, same as the other one. Is a 130, and this is a female. So let's see if we lucked out and got a female and a male. Like I said, I wasn't even. I wanted to have, no matter what it was, I wanted to back up Argent anyway. So you know. All right, so let's see. This one is a male. So we can breed these. Cool. Alright, so let's whistle all stop, let that land. Let's see what these stats are on this thing. See if we got maybe a good really? Oh wow. 2300 health to start off with. 1300 stamina. That's pretty good, I think. I think that's better than the other one. 600 weight, 426.9 melee. That's pretty damn good starting off. So, and of course the movement speed is locked at 100% on the Argents. It's 135 on the Pteranodons. Alright, so that is how you do the Argent trap, and we've got 2 good Argents now. And so let's go ahead and take a look over here, and let's get going on this house. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these chairs down just to get them out of my way. I may end up moving them. I don't know, because I don't know where I'm gonna put my door. Kind of messed up. Okay, one thing, if you're like me, you know, if you're building a house or whatever, and if it's gonna be something simple like this, and it's just kind of square framed or whatever, I like to put the door in the middle. Well, that means you need to have an odd number of foundations. Well, I don't. I have an even number, so it's going to have to go to the left or the right of center. So, and I have no choice. I was going to put more foundations on one side and then move the railings, but because of the way it is on the edge here, and I couldn't get a full row, it just wouldn't work. So, we're just going to go with what we got here. I think this is going to be fine. Let's get our doorways and our window walls. And I think, let's see. Let's go ahead, put the first door there. And, see, that's going to have the windows weird. Damn, I hate that. I really hate that. Do that. And then we'll put the other doorway, one on the other side, to the other direction. Now, did those walls do right? Yes, they did, I think. Yeah. Alright, and then we'll put windows and windows. Why are there gaps? Oh, these are backwards. Like so. Yeah, so if you have, you know, obviously this is the outside, that's what you want. And why? Oh, that snapped to the other. I'm going to have to move that again. I'm going to have to move both of those. See how that's like that? I'm going to have to move those in. That's not going to work. Alright, let's get some regular walls. And... Alright. I'm just going to fill these walls in. I'm going to go too high. See, all these are snapping correctly because they're on the edge of the outside foundation. So it just automatically does that right. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and go too high. I don't need to craft anymore. I think I made enough. Oh, I made another window wall. Okay, good. Okay, let's see if we can place this window wall correctly. Is that right? That's right. What do I need? Need a little thatch. Alright. I'm gonna go grab that thatch real quick so we can go ahead and do all this at once. Okay. Alright, here we go. Let's place this one. Okay, yeah. See how it's basically right here in this one spot. There's 4 different positions. Like I said, it can be on this foundation that I'm standing on, facing in or out, or it can be on this foundation edge facing in or out. So that's 2 different snap points and 2 different positions for each snap point. So you got to be real careful when you're doing it. And that is what we want. All right. So, boom, boom. All right. Now, I think, I think I'm going to make it kind of like a ranch style house. So these are the sloped right and left walls. There's 2 different ones. You got to have a left and a right for each side. Why they didn't, well, I guess it had to be. Okay, and then let's put those up, and let's get these and these. And you got to watch when you're doing the ceilings too, because sometimes they'll flip or rotate depending on what is available to snap to, and you don't want to do that because then it's going to look messed up. You want to make sure all those runners underneath are running the same way. And if you're doing what I'm doing, like right now, and snapping stuff to one side, it should all be the same. Okay, I'm 2 of those short. Alright guys, we've got our base, our shell, I guess you would call it, pretty much done. We got our windows, we got our chairs we can come chill in. I need to tear that tree down and put a pillar down or something so it doesn't spawn back because it's fucking my view up. But other than that, yeah, I got, I'm going to do a little more decorating or whatever. But I guess right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start placing all my stuff down. Right now I have a smithy, I've got a cooking pot, and 3 mortar and pestles. I'm going to make some more boxes and start getting all that crap over there. I'm going to keep most everything over here, I think. yeah, I'm gonna keep everything that I have over here. Well, I'm at least gonna keep this smithy here, so that way I can store metal in it after it cooks, or raw metal if I get more than what can be handled over here. But anyway, guys, that's it for the new base build. Like I said, I'm gonna get everything situated in here. I'm gonna add some stuff. I mean, we're not completely done with this, but that's more or less. Just wanted to show you guys the slanted roofs and the sloped walls and stuff like that. And you know, you can get real creative with it. I'm not real creative at building, so you know, this is kind of something I build. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, I will see you in the next one. Later.